Monday before a Tuesday exam, so I'm pretty much just going to be studying today. A lot of you, thank you by the way for watching my previous vlog. I'm glad you guys liked it. I will definitely try to include more study tips. So considering my exam is tomorrow, I'm pretty much done with all my study prep, and I've also gone over everything once or twice. So today is literally just pure memorization, but I will try to like show you guys my notes, talk about how I made them and how I studied from them, I guess. After Tuesday, I'll be going home. It's gonna be Thanksgiving on Thursday, and I'm actually just gonna skip some classes and just go home then. But yeah, so I'm just wearing a black sweatshirt. I got this scarf that I actually got in my FabFitFun. I think it was from the summer box because I think it's supposed to be like a beach wrap, soiree, whatever it's called. Yeah, so I'm gonna head over to the library in a bit, start studying, show you guys some of my stuff, maybe go to the gym if I have time or if I'm feeling it. I did take some footage of this like Friendsgiving that we had. It was so classy. We used solo red cups and plastic plates. But maybe I will insert some of that footage in this vlog later on as well. But yeah, gonna walk the dog, go to school, and that's how we're gonna get started. Not only does this girl sleep on my pillow, she's like found a way to get under the covers a little bit. Hi, sweetie. Quick plug here. So I said the other scarf was from my FabFitFun, and it was, but even if you guys never want to like subscribe and like stick with FabFitFun, I really highly suggest always like getting their, I'm pretty sure it's their fall or winter, I will confirm and put it in the description box, but their fall/winter boxes, they are so amazing. Like this scarf itself, it's actually like a blanket scarf, so it's supposed to be like really large, which it is, making it very, very comfortable and warm. It's supposed to be like $40 or $50 on its own, and the box itself is $49.99. So far, every time they've come out with like a fall or winter box, there's been some kind of like chunky or like stylish scarf in it, and they're so cute, and I suggest getting at least those boxes, even if you don't get like the spring or summer ones. Hey guys, so I did in fact go to the gym, which I am super proud about. I usually don't go the day before exams, but I will be honest with you guys, I am so burnt out from not just this semester, from like just vet school in general. I am third year, first semester, which is technically like I am near the end. After this semester, we're basically done with like formal classes and exams. Then we go into clinical rotations, which is rotating around the hospital. And then I feel like the next time I'll really have to like sit down and study hard for an exam is going to be the NAVLE, which is our licensing exam. So at this point, I'm kind of feeling like senioritis. Like I'm like studying the bare minimum. I'm still getting good grades, but like the motivation is just so gone. But anyway, I'm back home and basically wanted to show you guys how I study. And essentially, I have a few different techniques. So basically what I do is I listen to the lectures, whatever subject it may be, and I like type up the notes that the professor talks about. So usually we're given like a PowerPoint or like a Word document, and in addition to the notes on that, like I'll copy and paste all of that. In addition to that, I will also add extra things that the professor is saying. Usually they like hint things that we should focus on and whatnot. So I'll add all of that and I'll like bold it, underline it, do all of that. And that's considered my like study guide, like a Word document study guide. So I'm gonna show you one for right now. So right now the class is Derm. So basically, pretend that this isn't highlighted, right? So, because I'm literally a day before the exam, so there's a lot going on already. But essentially, I would have like a completely color-free, just study guide of like everything, all the lectures, all added into one packet. So basically, once I have my study guide, which is this, I basically read through everything very carefully. And the key is to reading it like you would read a book. You don't want to focus on memorizing right away, or at least this is for me. You don't want to focus on memorizing right away. You want to read through everything and just make sure you understand the general concept. So like when I'm reading, I will like bold things that I think are basically important and then like underline things. And basically this is where I just use all my highlighters. So I go through I like change the color for different lectures, but I just go and I highlight things that I think are really important, but still reading every single line. So once I'm done highlighting the whole packet, the whole study guide, I've basically read and understood everything and then picked out the things that are important or that I think are important that I want to absolutely focus on and like know, like memorize verbatim for the test. So then I will go back again and like kind of like skim over the things that aren't highlighted, but really focus on what is highlighted. And as I'm doing that, I like use my pen, and I have like different colored pens, and I'll go and I'll just like rewrite things from memory. Like I'll read it once, like this list right here, which is like elevated lesions or whatever. I'll read it once and then just like out of memory try to rewrite it. And that just helps with actually memorizing it, because I think it's key to rewrite. Everyone says that it helps with memorization. So like all the key things I'll just like rewrite on the sides. And again, I'm not really focusing things that I didn't highlight at this point. I'm really just looking at the things I did highlight. And so as you can see, there's lots of like rewriting on each page, and like it's just me going over things again and again and again. So like this is one way I study for a test. This isn't the only way I study for a test. I feel like honestly this is my like lazy way of studying for a test, and I'm telling you it's because at this point I have like senioritis. So I wanted to show you a different way I study for the test. So let's say I had my study guide and I went through and I highlighted everything. So now instead of going over it again and rewriting on the side, I actually rewrite all the important information on separate handwritten study guides. So that's what I have here, and like you guys have seen this in my previous video or like my previous vlog, I literally rewrite the important stuff. So basically this whole page is one lecture, which on like a Word document form could be up to like 8 to 10 pages, and I've condensed it into one handwritten sheet. And then that's my dog. That's how I study. But yeah, so this way, the day before an exam, instead of having like 40 somewhat pages, I just have single-sided handwritten notes of like key information, and like that's what helps for me. So like there's some more back here. So yeah, so this is like another example of like me just rewriting important things. And then this also helps because the morning of an exam, I usually give myself an hour or two, like I wake up early and review in the morning. And this helps because it is so tedious to have like a packet of like a study guide to go through in the morning. While with this, I could just like leisurely go through like one page at a time, and like that's it. And also, I've said this before, I can't say I'm like a visual learner, but there's something to do with like colors and where things are in space. So like when I have these handwritten things that I've written out and like highlighted and things like that, I can often remember where something is on what page and like what color it is. And so like if I get a question that I had written something important about on a page, I would remember it and be like, okay, it was on this page, it was in pink, and like this is the information I wrote in and around it and stuff like that. So that's essentially how I study when I'm really motivated. I rewrite everything. I will tell you that takes a long time. Like one lecture will take about 2 hours to get done completely. And like clearly at this point, I'm just not feeling that right now, which is why I'm just like writing on the sides of my study guide, which is still helpful because rewriting helps memorize. And yeah, this is gonna be a really long clip. Do you see my cat? Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna keep studying. Exam tomorrow, then I go home and I will film some Thanksgiving fun. See you guys later.